Experiments. A laboratory experiment. Now, a laboratory investigation takes place in a controlled environment, and the DV and IV are kept controlled and consistent. So there's strengths to conducting one of these. It's reliable, it follows a standardized procedure and controls variables, and replication is possible. You can test validity and you can check your results. However, there's also weaknesses to carrying out a laboratory experiment. It lacks realism. Behavior becomes unnatural as participants try to guess the aims, and also a laboratory setting is an unnatural setting in itself, so therefore it has low ecological validity. Demand characteristics are high as participants try to guess the aims. This means it has low internal validity. This high risk of demand characteristics, I've already touched on this, and it has low generalizability, as you can't generalize a laboratory experiment to real life, as it's done in a laboratory setting. A field experiment. A field experiment is an experiment conducted in a natural environment, but the IV and DV is still being manipulated and measured. Behavior that is seen and tested in a natural environment. Strengths. A natural environment means high mundane realism, so the results are more valid. Participants may not be aware that they are being studied, therefore there's a low chance of demand characteristics. Therefore, altogether, a field experiment is high in ecological validity. Weaknesses. Ethical issues. Due to participants not being aware that they are being studied, there's a lack of informed consent, therefore this leads to ethical issues. A natural environment is difficult to control and can lead to extraneous variables which reduces reliability. A field experiment is more difficult to replicate due to the natural environment. It may be difficult to access the environment they wish to study. It's expensive and time-consuming. Cause and effect may be lost between the IV and DV. A natural experiment. Natural experiments examines naturally occurring variables in a real-life situation. This study gets around ethical issues. There's a higher external validity as it studies real problems. It can be researched in conditions that could not otherwise be created because of ethical or practical reasons. The weaknesses are the exact same as the field experiment, so I'm not going to repeat them. Here are some exam questions for you to have a go at.